So friends, in many videos before, I have argued that our body, mind, and the world are aspects of a virtual reality, that we are fictional characters in a collective dreamscape. But of course, while we're in the dream is real. It's only after we wake up from the dream that we realize that we were the projector of the dream. But as you know, I'm very much immersed these days in technology, having written Digital Dharma and recently launched digitaldeepak.ai. So, and by the way, you can ask me any question by going to digitaldeepak.ai, and Digital Dharma will be showing you how to use the appropriate prompts to use digital technology for personal well-being, research assistant, elevating spiritual intelligence, and more and more. But as I personally navigate these domains now, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality, extended reality, Metaverse, blockchain, decentralized intelligent agents called DAOs. The future is beyond our wildest imagination. So right now, for example, VR therapy has been shown to have promise in treating both physical and mental disorders. Mental health conditions include PTSD. VR exposure therapy is effective for treating phobias, anxiety disorders, and post-traumatic stress disorder. VR can help individuals with autism develop social skills in simulated environments. VR therapy shows potential for treating depression and practicing cognitive behavioral therapy techniques. There are many physical conditions also that can be approached through VR. For example, VR has been used and is being used in stroke rehabilitation to help patients regain motor function and cognitive abilities. I know some people who have used VR for what is called eating disorders, anorexia, and also, of course, VR is used now for treating, helping surgeons through robotic technology as well. So there's no question that VR is getting more and more applications. VR can provide distraction from pain during medical procedures or recovery from injuries. VR therapy assists in treating drug and alcohol addictions by stimulating triggering influences. VR environments are used for stress reduction and also meditation. And this is just the beginning. So as we move into the future, and I'm actually doing this in my own organization through the Chopra Foundation and also through Deepak Chopra. And we are creating something called a Metaverse, which will include these technologies, but will also include intelligent agents, distributed intelligent agents, blockchain. So the integrity of the information is never compromised, and ethical standards are built into the technology. But the reason I'm really sharing this with you today is that I believe very fundamentally that what we call the physical world is, or the appearance of the physical world, is the result of what we might call a digital workshop in cosmic consciousness outside of space-time, and that we are slowly evolving to understand this, that we are, in fact, immersed already in a virtual reality, a collective dreamscape, and our physical bodies, along with their brains and minds, are an expression of that reality, which is beyond space and time and is of the nature of cosmic consciousness. In other words, it is divine, because that which is outside of space-time, that which is without cause, that which is formless, that which has no borders, that which is irreducible, that which is timeless and spaceless, and beyond any comprehension of the human mind, is fundamental. And we, as body minds, are time-bound expressions of it. That if we wake up from the dream, the collective dream, as many luminaries in the past have done so, then actually reality will be subject to revision. And we will create the technologies for non-local dormant potentials, remote viewing, which is already happening with, the James Webb Telescope. We can see the beginnings of the universe. So that's extrasensory perception, except it is extending the range of human perception. And human perception is only one form of perception. And ultimately, that fundamental reality is differentiating, which is undifferentiated, is differentiating into species-specific and culture-specific and idea-specific modes of knowing and experience, which give rise to almost infinite realities. So reality is not only subject to revision, but we are going in the direction of infinite realities, infinite realities. So let me know what you think about this. Digital Dharma will show you how to use prompts to access these kinds of answers and questions, but also if you use your browser or your handheld device, you can ask me any question on digitaldeepak.ai, and you will hear me speaking in this voice, answering all your queries, and together we can explore infinite realities. Give me your feedback.